I state, imagine that there will be profit opportunity for both these parties to reap under this venture is X, and in low demand it is Y, and X is greater than Y. Okay. Now when the multinational is coming and trying to acquire this farm, so this farm has certain facilities which the multinational will be interested to acquire, and it wants to pay for that facility. Now these facilities, whether it is some kind of plant or some other infrastructure, some marketing outlets, whatever are those, that value would depend on whether the market is good or whether the market is bad. Because that only finally through which that profit can be. Now if the market is good, then multinational would be very willing to give high price for this facility. Okay? If the market demand is bad, multinational would be interested to pay low price for this facility, because with this facility I am not going to make much profit. Okay? So in such a context, the first thing is telling you that buyout completely by paying a price to the host firm. So this means that if I have a concrete information, then I know that X is there, so I am ready to pay you high price. So maybe I am paying you, say here I suppose lambda X is the price I pay. However, if I know for sure that Y will be obtained by me as multinational, and I will be happy to pay you lambda Y. Okay? And you will not mind, because this lambda X and lambda Y will be your reservation payoff, and this is basically at which you will be willing to sell out the facility. But the problem arises when there is asymmetric information. Now, lambda X, obviously the domestic firm will claim, look, I need lambda X to sell you this facility. Whereas multinational, if it believes that this is happening with half probability and this is happening with half probability, then multinational, in good sense of its mind, will be willing to offer at the most half lambda X plus half lambda Y, the expected payoff, right? Not beyond that. Okay? However, if this expected price, so let me take further concrete example. So this is 100 and this is 50. Okay? 60 would be better to divide. Okay? So now, half probability, this market can be good, and as a result MNC was willing to pay 100, half probability it is willing to pay 60. Okay? So what would be the expected payout? It will be 50 plus 30, so 80. Okay? So MNC, given its probability assessment, will be willing to give 80 rupees for this facility. Whereas domestic firm is in know of whether it is 100 or whether it is 60. This is basically 100 and 60 are that if I don't sell, if the domestic farm partner doesn't sell to this particular multinational, there will be somebody will be picking up this facility at this price. Okay? So if the domestic partner knows that the market demand is going to be high for sure, and 100 would be the asset value, then at 80 this guy is not going to give you the facility. Right? Is it clear? Okay. So who will be interested to trade at 80? This guy. Okay. So the domestic partner who knows that the situation on the ground is not good, it's bad, and I will not be able to sell my facility to any other person more than 60 rupees. So I am getting 80, so I will be happy to sell the thing. Knowing this, multinational will think that did I offer the right price? Because high demand guy would not accept this offer of 80. Whereas low demand guy is accepting this offer. So which means that the market demand on the ground must be low. Okay? So this multinational will not offer this 80. It will offer 60. Okay? And the low demand domestic partner who is knowing that the market demand is low would be selling this facility at 60. Right? Now, had it been high demand, that guy is not going to accept either 80 or 60. Right? So, if the offer is rejected by the domestic partner, then what the multinational can do, it can safely presume that actually market demand is high. So what does it do? It simply enters to set up its own subsidiary. Okay? Now this rationalizes that when you have this kind of demand to be private information, then you can see that the subsidiaries are set up when the market demand is high. Okay, expectation about the market demand is high. However, for low demand kind of situation, you will always see that the mergers and acquisitions are taking place. So the domestic partners are selling at damn low prices to their foreign counterparts to have those transactions taking place. Okay, so the mergers and acquisitions will occur with the only in case of low demand situation. However, in high demand situation, the multinational will enter directly and set up their subsidiaries. Now that is quite consistent with common sense or the common wisdom that only in good markets the multinationals will rush in and set up their facility. Okay? In other markets, they will rather buy a local partner and gradually expand. Okay?
What about a situation when the local partner is having a short-term perspective, multinational being multinational will have a long-term perspective? Then also we'll get the same conclusion.
Same kind of outcome. We will get the similar outcome. So this is just a kind of template to understand that this also can incorporate that the short-term perspective is nothing but that this value 60 is calculated on the basis of that this guy is not thinking beyond 5 years or 10 years. Okay? He feels that after that the place will be so crowded, this place will not have any value. On the other hand, multinational feels that okay, I am looking at a 50 years perspective. If I set up a kind of car factory or automobile factory, I will imagine that my technology is so superior and I will be at the leading forefront. I will be able to sell car until 60 years from now. Okay? So in that case, it would have a different expectation. So those kind of situations can also be kind of incorporated in this kind of asymmetric information. Now I will take you to the other example, which is in case the multinational technology, what it can produce effectively or efficiently is not owned by the local partner. Then what happens?
There's a question. You said that when situation is good, the multinational goes its own way. Decides to set up the facility, but setting up the facility would take time.
Yeah, so the time dimensions, since I am talking mostly in terms of a kind of general overview, time dimensions I am not incorporating. You are right, there has to be a cost of fixed setup cost and there will be also some time lag. That is true, okay? But that it will factor in. But one thing that has come to know through this merger offer which has failed, that market demand is good. So you can do it 1 year, 2 years down the line to set up a factory and get things in order. Still then it will be better for the multinational to set up a subsidiary. Okay? Because it has a longer term perspective.
It's like a Hero Honda thing. Initially you come as a joint venture, but over time you become a fully subsidiary.
Right. So that is also another process.
But Samsung LG all came as a subsidiary.
Who?
Samsung and LG.
All came as a subsidiary.
Right. Samsung, because it knows about its own technological dimension, that it can always be remain in the forefront. Now take the other example, which is the technology of the MNC is known to MNC but not known to the local partner. So which means that I have a superior technology and if I enter, then local partner will get zero. So I have a very nice technology. If I enter, the local partner will vanish from the market. Okay? On the other hand, I have the same technology as the local partner. Okay? But in that case, just imagine that I can't enter because I I have to have a fixed cost incurred, okay, in both situations. Now with this fixed cost, if you have the same technology, whatever out of competition you are getting, so if there is a profit, say under duopoly competition pi d and this is minus a, so you know that it is not worthwhile to enter because my fixed cost is high, so it's not worthwhile to enter, it is less than this, so entry is not profitable if the technology that I possess is as good as the domestic partner. However, if I have a kind of Apple kind of superior technology, then I know that I have a superior technology, and once I enter, so every consumer I will get and the other guy will not be the consumer. So in that case I will be getting very high profit, say pi n monopoly, and this is minus a, so this is greater than 0. Okay. Now in this setup, if the multinational tries to buy this domestic partner, then the following thing happens. Now, domestic partner doesn't know about the true technological characteristics. So whether it is a very superior technology or similar technology, domestic partner doesn't know. But it might have some kind of expectation about these two contingencies that are possible. So the multinational can have, say, superior technology with Q probability, and with 1 minus Q probability it can have a bad technology or the same technology. Now in that case, it knows that if the multinational enters, although it is not credible, but at the worst outcome, what will happen? The domestic partner will think that I will get 1 minus Q is the probability that this guy has the same technology. So I will get my competitive profit. However, I will get 0 if the guy really has a superior technology. So this will be 0. So this will be the expected profit for the domestic partner. Right? Given that in one contingency there can be too much superior technology which can come and monopolize the market. In another, it has to come, and in that case it can only compete with the domestic partner because they have the same technology. Now, given this defines the reservation period for the domestic partner. So if now multinational gives an offer that look, I am planning to merge. Now, if the merger offer is given, then this should be the offer given to the domestic partner. Okay. Now domestic partner will think that look, I am being paid this much. Okay. Now this I will be paid even if I reject the offer. Right? Now domestic partner would not be unhappy to accept this offer, because if it rejects, then with Q probability there will be direct entry and it will be washed out. This domestic partner. With 1 minus